G'day everybody, welcome. This is early morning on a Saturday morning on the 18th of July. Hope you enjoyed. I'm just really writing and doing things at home and all that. So here is the first one, opening cans on people. You see, when I was at the mall, a lot of the times I used to just click open a can on someone, click open another can, and another can. It's pretty rad. I had fun opening cans on people. I wasn't meaning any harm. It was a bit of harmless fun. I start in the morning opening a can on Dad before work, and then I go to work and open cans on other people. In the mall, I did over a period of 2 years because I thought it was really fun. I opened the can saying, "Aye, fooled ya." I opened the can on Dad. I drank every mouthful. The drinks were beer and Coke. I really enjoyed that. I was just trying to be totally radical, dude. My nickname is Brains. Opening cans on everyone around, I started with Dad. Moved on to some of the shoppers in the city and Belconnen. It was the coolest thing I did, even if I don't know that anymore. It was a fun thing to do, and that is the next installment into the opening cans on people. Dad said, "Don't do that, me buddy." I opened another can of Coke on people, and I will burp in my living room, and occasionally I would drink a nice, refreshing can of Coke in the bathroom. All that was very funny, dude. Here's another story. This one sort of is a different thing. One day on a blue moon, there were 2 sheep, 2 chickens, a heavy metal jacket by Twisted Sister. You need to have a beer, get drunk, and be stupid. People used to say, "I am stupid," but would a stupid person write cool poems like this? Tina Tyler, 33. I once was a Tina Tyler when I was free. You see, Tina Tyler, 33. Tina Tyler, 57. I never, ever would go to Catholic heaven because I will see pedophiles do bad things. I did stupid things, but I'm okay now. Bye, mate. How about this? I open a can on you. You see when people tease, they will say you one way, and then they will try to push you bloody around. Like they say, "You aren't an old fogey. You are a young dude. You are an old fogey. You are still getting D's, mate. You are not like us anymore. Get fucked, mate." They will say you are not a family person because family person tease, mate. I just want to be a normal person. I don't want you to hear you still a Kamari, mate. Not a normal person, mate. Get fucked, mate. I will let you watch the football. I'm not a Yimmy. No, footy is not for you, mate. Just because I do tapestries or drink doesn't make you like us, mate. No, I am not a Yimmy, mate. You're not an oldie, mate. I am going to get up and play with kids. No, I am not. I'm not a Yimmy, mate. No, I am going to lie here and party. No, you still like us, a little shy boy. No, I haven't developed confidence. No, you still a little shy boy. I have fucking confidence, man. I performed a poetry slam, and everybody cheered on me. Just because you performed a poetry slam doesn't mean you like us. I'm a man. No, you are a kid. I am performing on YouTube at the moment, and I just want to say to be treated like a person. And I bowled in the Wizards League, the Wizards Bowling League, and bowled very well, and went to Macarthur and Illawarra and Hornsby, all bowling trips, and I won heaps of medals and trophies. Dude! I started in the clubs dancing to the music by the band, and I am not a worthless heap of shit, you know. I remember we were at Kiama, and we were all going to go to the blowhole to look after the water, and my brother sulked for the whole way till we left. But mate, I am not a worthless heap of fucking shit. I have confidence in myself. I muck with all the young dudes at Poultry Stand. I gave the young dudes a lot of confidence in performance poetry. I cheered them on, even if I am 57. I want to encourage people to write poems and perform them in front of a great pub crowd or even YouTube. I am not a worthless heap of shit. But somebody said are you a year kid, buddy? Get fucked, buddy, get fucked, buddy. Come on, mate. Get off the couch and party with me. I'm not worthless, mate. You are not with families, you're with me. I am with the families, mate. Dad said, don't muck with him anymore, families, sure, mate. I said, I have to go out and at the merry-go-round. I have to, because I was joking with Dad when I said I was a hooligan, because Brian works at the merry-go-round with all the fun of the city. Sometimes I feel like I'm down on the ground, but I'm not worthless, mate. I'm not worthless. I am worthy. This is another one. I am a night person. I watch the footy, play 10-pin bowling on my computer, and I sit there also doing my tapestry in my other room. It is cool and totally radical, dude. You see, we party, dude. Can a beer and drink a Coke. And throw a beer stubbies on the roof. Party, party, party. Get down and bloody party to my private bowling alley, my own private bowling alley. It is rad to be lazy. It is cool to break no rule. I love my home. We've got every right to muck around in it, every room. And I know it'll be hard for the homeless sleeping outside in the cold weather, but I am glad I have got a home. That's a very good one. Sometimes I find it really hard to give the homeless people a home, because it's hard to think of homeless people sitting out and doing nothing, and they're not actually haven't got anything. They have to rely on a cup of coffee by Vinnie's. I think it's a bit of a silly thing, because the thing is they're in the middle of sleeping, in the middle of the night, and someone comes and says, would you like a cup of coffee? Anyway. I was going to play computer games at my parents' house, smoking cigarettes while I was playing it. I was playing it well, oh yeah. Play one game and puff on a smoke. It was cool. I argued with Dad. I listened to music, oh yeah. I was singing the song ever so loud, and it was cool, man. Eat my shots. You see, I smoked a lot of cigarettes, about a pack 50 a day, oh yeah. Then I kept on annoying my dad. He said, you are a fool and a coward. I said, mate, I am cool. Dad said yes, but Dad doesn't want to be cool. I said, mate, good don't. But you must respect that I do. That I went to the computer and puffed my smoke. They said, go out, you're just like Kramer. And I said, yes, but maybe I was. And Dad said he was like Jerry, who was trying to sleep. I was in the back drinking a case of beer. Then my mate Victor brought his drums over into my house. Dad said, no, get away from here. Dad paid money to own his house. Oh yeah? I was like Kramer, hassling my parents. Sometimes it's good to actually do things like this, like to perform your poetry and show you're not scared, to actually bring it to computers. I actually performed the poetry slam, as I just told you, and I actually screamed out right to the crowd. Everyone was cheering. This is another one. I do what I want to do, and what I want to do today. I think I might spew. I think I might spew. I think I might spew on you and make you sick. You will be a special known trick. You see, a family has a family, but I haven't. But I like doing things. Tapestry is fun. Cheer for the Swannies, but it is hard sometimes. I like Turner, a great player from the Blues. You see, mate, I am happy they got him. Yep, yeah, big fuckhead, sure, mate. Yeah. You see, rock and roll music, party all night. I think I might spew. I think I might spew on you, buddy. Yeah. Yes, it's a totally radical, dude. Party on and roll. Go the Swannies. Sydney. Adelaide. The best team around. This is one about Peter Dutton being a clown. I think Peter Dutton is a clown. He will put the poor people down. He wanted to bring a nuclear power plant in Australia. That would be weird. You see, Dutton doesn't care about whether the homeless needs money or not, and he will be Donald's little scapegoat, and they will do anything together. But I am glad Albanese won, because he is helping us financially by increasing the NDIS and raising the pension. Dutton wouldn't do that. He will be Rupert's puppet. Labor is cooler than Liberal. And hopefully Angus won't get in, because he will be worse than Dutton in the way he bloody is. This is another one. Positive. I am positive. I am cool and positive. I love my life in every way. Ready to embrace the day. With my positive attitude anyway, I will have fun and I am party mate. I went to Neptune and sang these 3 songs. 1. I hear voices in my head about me trying to be like my friend. When I was getting teased by the Lets, I said I am not going today, and I partied and mucked around at the mall and the clubs. I even tried my hand at partying in the Civic. I went to Happy Days to play the pinball machine, and went to buy a lunch from the chicken shop to try and clear my head from that awful teasing. You see, I also bought a 6-pack of beer and got ready to drink it, and the damn cops took it away. Damn! You see, I went out and partied everywhere. around Canberra. I even sang songs in music shops, but I am partying about and talking to the shop owners about how I love the songs they were playing there, and they called me rapper. I partied singing every song while cruising around partying in the mall. The young dudes called me the Love Shack dude. Every time I came in, they were there to greet me. I even said I am going to have a nice, cold, refreshing can of Coke. I had people say, piss off, Turk, so we can get on with our lives. I said, no, I'm still not pissing off, mate. And continued to party. I went to Sails on the Lake to party with all the dancing girls because people told me, don't be ashamed to do this because you are cool. All the young dudes were calling me the Love Shack dude because I partied on through. I saw everyone from so many walks of life. That's two. Everybody needs to party. Partying is what I do best. I am cool, man. I went out to party with all my friends. At 3 a.m, we bought a case of beer and sat on the school lawn, drinking them and throwing all the bottles on the school roof. And then I went to the mall and cruised around the music shops again, saying, hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Just leave your name and your number and I'll get back to ya. And the young people all said to me, hey, Mr. Love Shack dude, what are you going to do today? I said, party, mate, and talk to the customers in the mall about good music. I got punched by one guy, but he called me a bitch. And we all got kicked out of this mall that day for fighting, but I come back the next day to be normal, to do the best I can. And here's the last one. I used to be a drunken yobbo, as my friends muck with me, going to the clubs, drinking a lot of beer, and getting teased by the passers-by. But that never bothered me because I was cool. And then I started to cruise around looking for the open pub. And when Fox Sports came, I went there to watch the sports. AFL, rugby league, rugby union, and drank lots of beer. And my mate Steve came in, drank with me and used me, but we still had fun. We watched the parade, but his temper got the better of him and yelled at all the families. So I sat at the back, ready to watch the parade. Later on, I just needed to find a deeper meaning in my life as I joined Vinnie's and vacuumed the floor every day and played Santa Claus every Christmas. It was volunteer work, but it was honest work. And I joined the Leapfrog Adventures to give my life more meaning. And I went to meetings, and I went bushwalking, and the late Barry Cooper, and we went camping, hiking, and then catching fish and having fun doing that. I asked the Rainbow if I could cook the lunches for the mental illness residents. When I did creative writing, I learned how to write poems and feel more confident in myself. And I did a poetry slam where I read my poems, my poems, to the crowd. I was feeling more confident, and mate, I said I wasn't shy anymore. I yelled out my poems at the Phoenix Club, and I confidently read my poems on stage. Really cool. Everyone cheered me on. And cheered on, I finished. And then I won a wooden duck, and that is the reason why I am confident in writing and reading, learning it all off scratch, but I can only read it only from my phone. Bow wow, chicken little. I got the crowd interested in me. One person said my poems were very uplifting. I was very happy to be shy again. Not happy, never to be shy again. This is one called Yellers Outside, Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde, you say they are yelling outside, and nobody knows what they're yelling about. You see, they could be saying, fuck you stupid dickhead, you are ruining my rap, you are my fucking wife, you don't have a rap yet. You see, we all are Bonnie and Clydes, we all are guilty of yelling, even if you think you are yelling for the right reason, you still are a Bonnie and Clyde. My mates were not perfect. They yelled all the time to say Bonnie and Clyde. They are cool, man. Eat my shots. I'm listening to the Escape Club on YouTube, dude. And then when I say I'm a Buddhist, I don't believe in this crazy nonsense that you don't go underground. There is a lot of paranormal activity out there. And Buddhism is my calling. Because really, I was 2 kids before I was born. And that is why I believe it makes a difference in why I chose to love footy, and that is why I was out Alfred Woodron in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And I was definitely George Washington before he did parades and sport and games and food. I am Leonardo da Vinci because of my love for the arts. But I am an artist, writer, and YouTube entertainer, and I'm in this like a party, dude. Okay, well, that's about it. I might just say goodbye for the time being, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, dude.